exchange, that anybody will need that. And anybody can exchange that for whatever he wants it for. And that developed into coins. Copper coins, silver coins, gold coins. So that became the medium of exchange. Then came the paper currency. And then came credit card. But ultimately, these are all, what is the purpose of all that? It is to get what you want. If you have that, you can get that. If you don't have it, you can't get it. So, in this way, the real role of money is the medium of exchange. But the thing is, unfortunately, people do not know what they want. And another kind of want is being created in today's world. This is how we see how the world is becoming degraded. Like, generally people's need was what they really needed. Food, shelter, clothes, and so forth. So initially those were the needs. We needed food, okay, let's buy food with money. They needed clothes, buy clothes with money. But then what happened with the industrial development, as the more and more machines started to come, the manufacturing units became very, very developed. So they can manufacture to a great extent. Now the concept is they're manufacturing, but there is not enough demand. Like when the production is more than demand, then what will happen? There will be wastage. So then came another consideration, advertisement. Through advertisements, they started to promote, you need this. And that industry developed very nicely. Initially, advertisements came only on the newspapers. Then TV came. The advertisements came in TVs, the billboards. And now you have the internet. So, they are actually constantly bombarding people. You have to have this. You have to have an iPhone. Okay, iPhone 5. I have iPhone 5. iPhone 6 came in the market. Unless you have iPhone 6, your life is useless. Then came iPhone 7. If you don't have iPhone 7, your life is useless. So in this way, the artificial demand is created in order to meet with the production. So in one hand, see, this is a game actually they're playing. What is actually happening? They're employing people to produce things. And in exchange, they're giving them money. And then they're making them spend the money to buy the things that they have produced. That's the game. So, this game of, like the other day when we were discussing, one point came up, the person who was introducing the theme, he actually pointed out, like previously, something broke down, you used to repair it. The electric kettle broke down, okay, you could take it, you could repair it. And the electric iron broke down, you could repair it. But now there is no repairing. Throw it away. Like we are living in a world of abundance. We are living in a world of abundance, and everyone is caught up with that game so much that they're constantly running after this mirage, thinking that will give them happiness. And another kind of game is also being played by the banks. You see, people give money, keep their money in the bank. And the bank gives interest. Okay, you keep your money. And the idea is that bank could utilize that money and make money. And part of that money they'll give. Right? Now see, if the money is sitting in the bank, the money is not going to multiply. So the bank has a problem. How to use that money to make it grow, to make it multiply. So what they did, they told the builders, look, you build houses. You don't have money, don't worry, I'll give you the money. You take the money from us. So he gave the builders the money to build the houses, and then the bank told the common man that, oh, you want to buy your own apartment? Take the money and buy that apartment. So in one hand, he is giving money to the builders and he is giving money to the buyers. And the condition is that you are paying rent every month. You are paying rent every month. You are paying 5,000 rand. Why are you just unnecessarily paying the rent? You own the apartment. 5,000 you are paying. Pay that money for 35 years, and you will become the owner of the house. And so everyone is thinking, oh, I'll own an apartment and I'll have to simply pay the rent that I am paying. So, great deal. But the problem is that if you default in paying for 3 months, you may have paid out of 35 years, you may have paid for 31 years. And if you default for 3 months, the bank will take that apartment. Isn't it a nice game? So this is what is going on in the world today, and money is playing such a vicious game. That's why there's a need to change that attitude. Also, another game is playing. Another game is playing. People are allured into the city. You'll get so much, you'll get so much money. And a simple villager is thinking, oh, if I go to the city, then I will earn 10,000 rands. A lot of money. So he comes to the city. But in the city, he is getting 10,000 rands. But he has to pay 3,000 rands for the rent, 4,000 rands for the provisions, 2,000 rands for transport, and other sundries, he needs 2,000 rands. So he is earning 10,000 rands, but he is spending 11,000 rands. And he is struggling. For what? Just to stay in a city. And what he is doing from morning till night, he is working like a donkey. Just to live in the city. Because whatever he is earning is just gone. That's why Prabhupada actually had one program. When Prabhupada went to meet Indira Gandhi, he had one thing, like he had few agendas to present to her. One was, take the people back to the village. Let's go back to the village, because that is the real life. But people have become so addicted to the comforts of the city life that they don't want. Anyway, so this is how we have to change the mindset of people. We have to make people understand what's the real life. And people are recognizing. That's it. People are already questioning, oh, I don't have enough time to chant my rounds. I am so busy. But then when you point them out, why are you so busy? To earn the money. To pay for what? Pay for your just living in the city. In Calcutta once I was addressing about 250 congregation members. And this topic came up. One of the congregation members actually told me that, Maharaj, I don't get the time to complete my 16 rounds. It's such a struggle. What should I do? And I took that approach. How much you are earning? How much is your house rent? How much is your provisions? How much is your transport? How much you are left with? Nothing. Are you from Calcutta or you from a village? No, I am from a village. When you are in a village, how much rent you are paying? Nothing. How much you are paying for your provisions? Oh, we are growing vegetables and things in our field. When you go back, if you go back to the village, will you have all the time to chant 64 rounds? And then I asked, if arrangements are made for you to go back to the villages, how many of you would like to do that? And 70 hands, actually many hands went up. So I asked them to give their names and addresses. I got 70 names and addresses. Out of that, 40 names are from the ladies. So the point is, people should recognize what is the real life. And that's one thing it'll take time, but probably someday we'll be able to accomplish that. That we'll get these families to move to the villages. And if these educated people move to the villages, then the village environment will improve so much. Just imagine, 10 families move in to the village. Right? 4 of them can be teachers, 1 doctor, and different fields they are in. Their involvement, their settling down in the villages can make such a big change. So we want to do that. And so in order to do that, one of the first things we are trying to do is set up schools in the villages. Initially, I thought that I would set up temples in the villages. And we took up one village as a pilot project. We set up the temple, but we ran into a problem. It was not a temple, we built something. The deity worship, there was no deity, just pictures. But even then we had difficulties because the village people are not interested. Not many of them are interested in getting into deity worship and all. So what now we did? We turned the structure into a school. And last year we had 150 students, children, pre-primary and primary. This year, 280 students. And as a result of that, what is happening, we're getting an opportunity to train the children from their childhood with Krishna consciousness. And I was very impressed. Those children were brought to me one day. And they chanted Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, Vaishnav Pranam, Panchatattva Pranam, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then there was a question answer. I was asking them, who is the Supreme? Do you believe in God? Who is God? Krishna. Why Krishna is God? And they told the 6 qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then they gave Nishika prayer. They all chanted And mind you, these are pre-primary children. And as a result of that, the village people are becoming favorable when they're children. And it's not only from that same village, that village. The children are coming from other villages. So anyway, this is how we are entering into the villages, trying to create the atmosphere in those villages. And then eventually, probably, we will see if some families can move in there. That will be very helpful. Anyway, so going back to the villages, of course, I know in South Africa it's not going to be so easy. But I know Shyamananda Krishna had been thinking about it for so long. He wants to develop some farm community. But here the situation is not very safe. Like people are reluctant to go to the farm. Anyway, but at least in India we can try to implement this project. Thank you all very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande Hari. Nama Om Vishnu Pataya Krishna Krishnaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Dev Vishesh Srimavati Srila Prabhupada